call some people because this one crowd. This here piece here where OB whole Marlon Morgan today and JLP him in a short collar and in a pants waist and tip him up on in tour and make him apologize. This one crowd. Crowd people.
Yes, good morning to you, Mr. Brian, and good morning to the listeners. No, I was reached by Colin Bell yesterday, and he gave me a short exchange in terms of an abbreviated form of what transpired in terms of his conversation with you, and it was very evident to me that I had erred in relation to what I thought he said in terms of getting folks into a consolidated space to make it easier for the data collection. So I erred factually and therefore withdraw that observation I made, because what Colin was suggesting is that if you utilize mass labor, in other words, hire a number of people, deploy them into the space, you would undertake rather the needs assessment in a much more expedited fashion.
Absolutely.
May well be so. And what I went on to point out to him in our private conversation is that it is easier said than done. Because as you will appreciate, the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, they utilize an instrument which is called the Jamaica Household Damage, Impact and Needs.
But before we go there, Marlon, because I want to keep it very, very tight and cordial this morning. I think also that before you move on, you should tender an apology to me, because indeed I tried my utmost to correct you that, listen, nothing of the sort. Colin said nothing of the sort, and you raise your voice to a very high decibel, to even try to drown me out and so on. And while I was saying, so you don't think an apology is in order publicly, Marlon?
I have indicated to you just now, and let me make myself very elusive, that I erred in relation to what I thought Mr. Bell represented in terms of how the thing is to be approached. And I have withdrawn that observation. Now, if you want to grandstand...
No, you withdraw... Marlon, we know that you know better than this. When you withdraw, and therefore I apologize. That's how we do it, Marlon. That's what I'm expecting to hear from Marlon. You have to basically lift the bar, You're a senator and a parliamentary secretary.
Being drunk on power. I'm only focused on one thing, my brother, and that is keeping folk like you. Yes.
So all right, fine. So the fact that you want to keep folks like me in check, you don't think you owe us an apology, and you should just do that and cut that.
I didn't say in check. But anyway, I note your pressure, your attempt to try and deflect, and I'd like an opportunity to go on.
No, man, no. Hold on, Marlon. No. We're not moving. If you can't attend the apology, we're going to end the conversation.
My brother, I indicated to you just now
Marlon,
that I
you
aired to an observation, and I withdrew that observation.
So you need to apologize.
The basis on which I said what I said yesterday was on the basis of which I thought
you came, and you were bombastic and all of that, Marlon. And I believe that you have to basically lift the bar. Please apologize and move on. So apologize and move on, Papa.
Inconvenience to you as the co-host or to Mr. Bell himself, I withdraw and apologize in relation to the inconvenience caused, because we have bigger business to focus on, which is
all right. So what else? Hold up, Marlon.
I said, don't tell a lie for me. Let's listen to what Marlon say first.
Complete. The answer to that is no, because contrary to what Colin is suggesting, that the authorities could go to a place like Melia or Trelawny Multipurpose Stadium where they have everybody in one place and just do the assessment. The assessment is not just the interview.
But you're spreading forward. Hold on. I host the program here, Marlon, so you're not going to call on Bob Brittany. Colin said absolutely nothing of the sort. He asked a question.
I was listening to the discussion a while ago. He asked a question, And then he went on to indicate that if the government had people in a consolidated space, it would make the impact assessment in terms of gleaning information from people easier. Now, that may well be so, but the substantive point
it's an opportunity that the government miss and continue to have. Hold on. Because it's an opportunity that the government miss and continue to have the people.
You don't even understand the point I'm going on.
I am saying
in the next 10 seconds.
Go ahead.
In the next 10 seconds, I'm going on to complete the point I'm making.
Go ahead.
What the Ministry of Labour and Social Security is doing through its JAH Dynaform, which is the Jamaica Household Damage Impact and Needs Assessment Form, what they're doing is not only collecting data, sir, they are verifying information in terms of households. So people will show them, I have some house did there, I have some where live and see the sir, it mash up, see the sir, this blow, see the sheet as think them say, sir, and see the lumber, the sir, and other people can verify the information.
So as a result of that,
Charmian, the single mother with 3 children who lived at this place where
Marlon.
and yesterday them where live.
Yes, Marlon, hold on, fine. And I'm going to leave you now. But let me ask you a question. As a result of that, it is okay in your mind for the government not to move with any form of alacrity and still have young... Hold on, please. And still have young children, mothers, elderly, and so on out there to the winds and fancy of the winds and fancy of the elements. And those who are in, hold on. And those who are in shelters, they are basically asked to be removed and ceremonially and fine family member for go stay with who. Stay with who their family members as well have basically been discombobulated. The government has fallen down on the job 5 going 6 weeks after Hurricane
You are certain a while ago that the government has not been moving with alacrity, and nothing could be further from the truth, because the post-Hurricane Melissa response, Mr. O'Brien, has a number of phases, some of which overlap. What do I mean by that? A, you treat with immediate relief.
So, you heard the man say that we should have put the people in Bracco and Trelawney multipurpose stadium and we will be able to do the assessment. As Obi correctly stated, I said no such thing. Nothing like that. So, I just want to play about the first part because that's the substantive part.
Complete. The answer to that is no, because contrary to what Colin is suggesting, that the authorities could go to a place like Melia or Trelawney multipurpose stadium where they have everybody in one place and just do the assessment. The assessment is not just
All right. So I said nothing like that. Here is what I said, both about the Trelawney multipurpose stadium. The Malay here I'm talking about, that's what I call Bracco Village. That's the original name. Right? So, I'm going to play what I said in the interview about the stadium and Malaya, and also what I said about the assessment, because I've been telling you here that the government is a joke government. Lack of vision. And to date, as you hear, answer, they have not done the assessment of the people who got damage after 6 weeks. Full rubbish. But listen to what I said.
Not going to put in these container houses for temporary now. Put them at the Trelawney multipurpose stadium, put them at Bracco, and build the house within 2 to 3 months, because we have spent to put them in a container house for 2 years. No make no sense. You have to forget them after.
Good.
So don't do it. Don't waste the money. Put them where you have places you can put them. These places that I just mentioned, they are both owned by the government of Jamaica. So those people who are still in shelters will have nowhere to go. Trelawney multipurpose stadium, Bracco Village.
Absolutely, Colin. And as we close, you know, this morning in my Conrad's...
You know, must ask the government, has the data collection been complete?
Mm-hmm.
Because if the government not complete the data collection yet, it shows again that they are moving very slow. I spoke to some people from Westmoreland last Wednesday, and they told us live on the air that nobody has reached to them yet to collect their data. So, 6 weeks after the hurricane, finish collecting the data, it should be. You see, the government need to understand to use mass labor.
There's
employ 2,000 people, put them in the area, done collect that in 7 days. 7 days you should take to collect all the data.